Andy, a victory, our first win of the season at AMT Headingley, but lads are a little bit frustrated after the way the game ended.
Yeah, all week we've been speaking about an 80-minute performance, and I think we did that for around 65 minutes, and the last 15 I think we kind of put the cue in the rack, which is not acceptable, and Brad's let us know it's not acceptable, and we obviously know it's not acceptable. We're trying to thrive for that 80-minute team performance. But we'll review that. There's some good stuff in the game we've worked on all week and it's come off, but yeah, not happy with the ending obviously, and too many points to concede. It'll obviously have an effect towards back end of the season, but we'll review it and we'll dust ourselves off.
And you've got a little souvenir there above the eye.
Yeah, it was quite deep to be honest with you. Doc's just put 5 stitches in there now, but yeah, you're going to get that in the middle, aren't you? It's physical.
The game itself, we had to really work hard in that opening stage. We had a lot of ball, but didn't get the points. But we had to keep patient, and we got our reward in the end.
Yeah, I think that's what we've been a victim of last year a lot. You know, we've seen some glimpses of it in round 1. You know, trying to force the ball and force the passes when we're just trying to build pressure. And I think in this game, especially and against Salford as well, you know, if you just keep sticking in the process, you know, keep grinding it out and do the tough stuff first and defend well. I think the attack just looks after itself, and it's shown that today. I think when was the first point scored? You know, I think it was like 20 minutes into the game or something. So you're going to get them games. Probably them games are going to go to 60, 70 minutes later end of the year. But you've got to stick it because either one of the team breaks, and I'm glad it wasn't us.
What was it sort of like at half time? Obviously, we weathered that storm, got some points. Yeah. Pretty positive at half time.
Yeah, very positive. You know, we spoke about could our physicality be a bit better? You know, a bit tighter in the tackles and working amongst each other with our wrestle. But I think we was very patient in that first half, and we completed high, and we didn't want to get dragged down into making error. You know, back and forth, and I think we was really professional, and Castleford did put it on our toes. But we spoke about all week about matching that physicality, and I think we did that in the first half. Like I said, the back end of the second half, though, it's not acceptable, but we'll fix that up for Catalan next week.
And you looked all set for your first try of the season. At one point, unfortunately, you hadn't entered in referee Marcus Griffiths, who you collided.
Yeah. I watched it back. I watched it back on the big screen, and there was not one body in my way. I was under the sticks, and referee ran into me. Well, he says I ran into him because I actually pulled him up. I said, "You ran into me," and I said, "It's not acceptable that." And he just had a bit of a laugh, but I'm sure it's coming. And you know, I keep working hard in training, and I'm putting my best foot forward, and you know, I'm staying real professional. I'm sure the tries will come.
Catalans next week. They've had a tough start to the season, 0 from 3 so far, and it's a tough place to go, as we know from recent visits there. We need to be at our very best next week. Yeah,
absolutely. Like you said, you know, they're 0 from 3 now, and I think obviously every team that plays against Leeds Rhinos, you know, it's their grand final outfit, and because it's such a prestigious club. But I think going over to Catalans with the home fans on their advantage, you know, I think we've got to be on the ball. You know, we're going to review this game now, and we'll be already looking into Catalan and seeing where we can you know get them. But yeah, they've got a big squad. They've got some X factor players, and something's just not clicking with them at the moment. But I'm sure it will, because, like you said, they've got a good coaching staff and a good squad. So hopefully it's not against us. But we'll be working hard, you know, to make sure we come away with the 2 points.
And just away from the Rhinos this week, the sport's been a buzz with talk of Las Vegas. What did you make of it all, and would you love to have a crack over there?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's unbelievable, isn't it? I was a bit gutted last night when I was watching it, thinking, why is it not us that? But yeah, it's amazing for the sport, isn't it? You know, you look at just the little details of the cameras and the microphones on the referees, and it's surround sound of the old stadium. You know, I think what Super League and obviously Sky Sports and the RFL are doing there is second to none. It's really growing the game, and I think that's where rugby league needs to be. Like, you speak to a lot of people, especially over my area where I'm from, not Wigan, because Wigan's a big rugby town, but where I live in Bolton, you speak to people and they hardly know rugby league, and it's such a shame because they watch one game and they're hooked on it for the rest of their life, and they're taking the kids to the game. So I think it's exactly what they need, you know, and it's a credit to them guys.